Hey everybody, thanks for joining us this Wednesday night for our MDP tournament. We're in the final stages of this tournament. This is the finals between Zergling and Everyman. So far the series is tied 1-1. It's best of 5, so each player needs to win 2 more games, and it should be good. Game 3. That's what I said, Seth. You misheard me. I know I said something else. I'm the one with the microphone, so what I say goes. Actually, it's not really a microphone. I love it when people are in. If you ever watch those comedy shows and you see hecklers and they're trying to like heckle the comedians, and it's like, dude, why would that ever work? Like, your voice is so low and they have the microphone. They can pretty much just talk over you, and like shut your face down. Which is what happens. I mean, these comedians make a living off of what they do. They're very, very witty and good at comebacks that aren't very, not just like, hey, screw you, dude. Here's a your mom's fat joke. But they're very good at the comebacks. So likewise, I have a similar power when I am casting, but I will not abuse it. So, man, this is on Shattered Temples. They're spawning pretty close to each other. Both players seeing where they are immediately. And if these two players were gladiators, they would be bloodied up by now. I mean, I think all the StarCraft maps have drenched enough Zergling blood throughout our night of ZVZ matches. I've never casted so many ZVZ matches in a row. I feel like this is a learning experience for me, actually.
Yeah, we've yet to also see just the straight-up Zergling Baneling versus Zergling Baneling.
Yeah, whatever. I've lost hope for it, and both players going for the early expand. And they can do this. Why? Because they have overlords on each other's bases, and they know that they're not going for early spawning pool. So that's why they're both expanding. Which means we're more likely to see a roach type build this time around. No early cheese, no 6 pool, and no mass Zergling build, unfortunately.
Well, with the score tied up, I'd really like to see something out of the ordinary. I mean, just to really see it, somebody just go for something slightly different than the norm. Maybe go into some mutas, something a little bit different. You never know. Spice it up.
Yeah, what would be really funny is if somebody made a custom map and named it Shattered Temples, like very similar to the Blizzard one, and somehow conned a gullible clan member to do like a custom match on Shattered Temples. Of course, it's a Blizzard map, but then the Terran players are able to produce Tauren Marines, and then you just see like 10 Tauren Marines barreling down on your base. Like, what the hell? that would certainly spice things up, I think.
Yeah, I'd imagine it would.
Alright, so both players do have their expansions up. Everyman pumping out 8 Zerglings immediately. He might be doing some sort of early harass. And a Roach Warren going down for Ling Ling. So very, very different path that these two players are taking right now. Everyman going for Zerglings and Metabolic Boosts, while Zergling going for Warrens. Oh, I'm sorry, a Roach Warren. I think I said Banelings. He's going for a Roach Warren. So these 8 Zerglings from Everyman are going to be moving out. As of this moment, Ling Ling only has 6 to defend his base. He doesn't have a spine up at his natural either. His Roach Warren is almost done, but then keep in mind he also has to take time to produce those roaches. So right now it's up to Everyman to do as much damage as he can while he has the lead.
Zergling can't be engaging there. He's got to wait for that queen to pop out in order to actually defend here.
Right, and yeah, Everyman's actually going to try to take out this hatchery right here. Zergling's going to have to play a war of attrition. Just keep moving in and out until he has enough roaches to come for backup and ultimately score. Oh man, this is actually a really good trap. If Zergling micros this perfectly, he might be able to trap these green Zergling, Everyman Zerglings in his base. And he's doing a pretty good job right now. Yeah, he's forcing Everyman to commit, and he will lose every single Zergling. So Ling Ling doing a good job of micro there, taking the invading force down Mongolian style. In the meantime, Everyman has 2 spines going up in his front. He does not want to get caught by a surprise attack, and I think 2 spines is a pretty decent amount. It's enough to keep a small army like the one Zergling has off their back.
Yeah, but it does have to be careful. I mean, we may see another event like we saw earlier with the roaches. Just enough roaches to really just take those out and push all the way through. He's got to have some form of defensive army, which he's not producing right now.
Yeah, well, Gling is taking the clear lead on the supply. He has a pretty big army compared to his opponent. However, Everyman does have the economic lead, 24 to 17 drones at the moment. So if he can hold off this attack, he's in pretty good shape. If he can't, he's screwed. So
I think he's going to get hit pretty hard here. I mean, very wise Gling pushing out. This is just a very good sense of the game right now, and he knows his opponent's weak.
Yep, that's right on. Everyman's spine crawler will not go up if Zergling attacks right now, and that's looks like what he's doing. Zergling doing an excellent job moving to the corner so that only one spine crawler can hit him at a time. I love that play. Sniping him really, really fast, and then he's going to take care of these remaining few roaches, taking down the spine crawler, and I think that's GG.
Yeah, just simply not enough production here on Everman's tab. He knows it's a lost sort of feat here.
Yeah, perfectly
and that's
played.
Gonna be it.
Perfectly played by Zergling that game.
That was a very good timing push. Just came right at the right moment.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. So we will be moving on to game number 3. Series is at 2-1 right now. Zergling needs one more game